Hi guys, welcome to Darren's Creative Corner, and today we're going to be continuing adding to this. Now, I had to do some Tipp-Ex over this one because I've noticed that I had I had the name the wrong way round, so it should have been Gon Al-Qaeda. So I've just quickly swapped that round. But what we're going to do in this video is I'm essentially going to add some more bits to it. So let's start with this corner here. So I'm going to add a C bit to it. So I'll use this, and I'm going to draw a ship as well. But we're going to do the ship first. I think I ought to do the sea first, so I know exactly where to put the ship. Already I'm drawing on myself. Let's draw the outline. And then what we're going to do on this side is some sand. So what we're going to do eventually is do some sand. And then that way it all blends in nicely. That way. It's not often you see me using felt tips on a canvas, but this is the first time I've done something normal. I've done an actual picture on a canvas. So I made some lines, and already I'm trying not to draw over them. Let's have a look at this one. So this is what we were aiming for at this point. If I just hold it up to the camera, and that's what I'm aiming for. Just while I'm just colouring this bit in. I did something like this on my computer. Of course, it will end up turning out different to what I've done here. Just colouring the bottom part. I mean, if this goes well, I'll end up doing more of these in the future. But whether or not I'll do them with felt tips again, well, that remains to be known. So, because I'm just trying to colour that bit in now. Trying not to get myself covered in felt tip either. Oops, I'm drawing on that. I actually did an album of everything I do on my channel, just making songs out of the videos that I do, that I've done. It's come together nicely. I've got some other travelling corner videos planned when I do the next segment, but I think at this point I'm just going to work on a show on a specific day of 2 weeks, out of 2 weeks, because then in that case what that will then allow me to do is just to make sure that all of my shows get a chance to shine. Which is something that I'm aiming to do. Of course, I need to also find some ideas as well. I was going to do a flag for the boat where I put travelling on a flag, on that flag, but I think this time I'm just going to put it on the side of the boat itself. And we are nearly done with that, because we've got just that bit left to go, and that we've just got this corner bit left to go. Talk about different corners, and this is Darren's corner. And we just take care of all of that, and then some. Just colour that bit in. But then I've got a gap there, which I'm like that. And now I think at this point I'm just going to colour in the rest of the corner first, this edging bit. Got to be careful because I swear this pen's going to run out. Or because I'm colouring it in against the canvas, and I'm drawing on myself. This is where I need to concentrate. And then what I'll do is I'll just colour that bit in. I'm so grateful that felt tip doesn't soak through the bottom, but it can't soak onto anything else, I'll tell you that. Just yeah. And then what we do, I'll show you what I've done once I've coloured it in. Getting a cramp though in my hand. This is where the real fun comes in. Colouring in the surrounding part without trying to overlap into what I've already done on top. So basically what I'm trying to say is trying to colour the bit that I've already done in blue without going over into the green. Do need to test this pen out afterwards because I think it's starting to run out. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but it's breaking off in gaps. Yes, I'm getting a cramp. I need to take a quick break because I'm getting a cramp right there on the bit that's going up to my thumb. Just right there, starting to cramp up. Just a shame that I'm not ambidextrous, because that would have come in really useful right about now. I've tried writing with my left hand after I broke the pinky on my right. It didn't go down too well. So in the end, the teachers had to scribe for me. And there we go. So I've just thinking at this point I could have done with some corrector pens. One bit's darker than the other, probably because that bit's dry and that bit's still a bit damp, but we'll soon find out. Another thing I wanted to have a look at while I think about it, whichever way I look at it, just just put travelling on the canvas, because what I can do now is put in the ship. Look at that. That's what happens when your pen refuses to. It's what happens when your lid refuses to go back onto the pen. You end up drawing on yourself instead. I'll put a little flag on top. And I think in this case, what I might do in that point is just do that and draw an English flag. It's just really a rather interesting approach. Do I colour in the ship? My main worry, if I do that, it's going to go over the lettering. Let me just try something a moment. I think I might be just overreacting. If I'm careful enough, I should be all right. Let me just try not to go outside of the lines, because I've got other ideas for that. Looking good so far. Try not to blow my own horn. take care of that. And we have that. And I'll show you what I've done once I've coloured it all in. So I'm nearly finished with that bit. It's hard to imagine this bit alone took me the best part of 22 minutes. And just colour that bit in. Now, I don't know why I was worried about that, because I've managed to sort it out. And that's what I've got there. It's looking good so far. Well, I certainly think so. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let's have one more bit. For now, anyway. Oh, I just had a thought. I was wondering actually if I had a white marker, and I apparently don't. Never mind. At least there was an idea. Let's go with this one. I think I might add a train platform at the end of... I may end up adding a train platform behind the sign. This is the bit where I need to concentrate. Like that. And then in the next video, I'll look at adding to that bit. I think I should be fine now. colour in the bottom part. So it's all coming along. Although some gaps are showing up in the canvas. And then we'll just do this bit. And now I'll just take care of that. We've got that in the go, and then when I show you this bit, I can then just, oops, drop a pen. Just colour this bit in as I normally would. Just turn that round. And there we go. That is what I'm going to call it for the video so far, but I will add more to it down the line because I plan to add a little train platform here. So I plan to add a little train platform here and a number 1. And there are some other ideas that are behind that as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.